multiplying and dividing negative numbers. So the example here is negative 2 times 3. And that means 3 lots of negative 2. So that's negative 2 plus negative 2 plus negative 2. 3 lots of negative 2 is pretty obviously negative 6. Negative 2 minus another 2 minus another 2. Negative 6. So you can see that when I've got a negative times a positive, I get a negative answer. And that helps us make our rule for multiplying and dividing. That if you've got a negative times or divide by a positive, or if you've got a positive and you've times or divided it by a negative, either way, your answer is negative. So that's 2 different signs, negative and a positive, in either order, multiplied or divided, the answer will be negative. But the big one is if you've got a negative times or divided by a negative, the answer is positive. And now if you had a positive times a positive, the answer is still positive. So 2 different signs multiplied or divided together, you'll get a negative answer. 2 the same signs multiplied or divided together, you'll get a positive answer. So this rule is for multiplying and dividing. It's totally different to adding or subtracting. So when I was doing this, I'd say a negative times a positive has to be a negative answer. Your steps are 1, find your number answer. So for that top question, just go, well, 2 times 3 is 6. Then work out if it's positive or negative. Negative times a positive is negative. So these are your steps for multiplying and dividing with negative numbers. So let's evaluate. Evaluate, find the number answer, following the steps. Using our times grid if we want, I've got 6 times negative 3. Finding the number answer says we do 6 times 3. 6 times 3 is 18. So it'll be 18. And positive times negative is a negative answer. So it's negative 18. Negative 2 times negative 5. Find the number answer. 2 times 5 is 10. Negative times negative is positive. So it's just 10. Negative 10 times 2. Number answer, 10 times 2 is 20. Negative times positive is negative. So you're following the steps. Number answer, decide if it's positive or negative. Dividing is the same. Negative 24 divided by negative 8. Just deal with 24 divided by 8. Go to what you're dividing by, down to 24, come across, that's 3. 24 divided by 8 is 3. Negative divided by negative is positive, so the answer is just 3. Negative 100 divided by 5. Go to 5. Oh, can't get down to 100, so we might have to work it out. How many times does 5 go into 100? 20 times. Negative divided by positive is negative answer. 64 divided by negative 8. First we do the number answer. 64 divided by 8 is 8. Positive divided by negative is negative 8. So as long as you follow your steps, find the number answer, decide if it's positive or negative, use your number grid to help you out when you can, and remember these are the rules for multiplying and dividing. Adding and subtracting is different, you use different rules, you use your number line. Multiplying and dividing, we use these rules.